Yes, Mr. He didn't give me a list of people to be recognized. I was starting now. Good morning, ma. So at that time, where we leave it, I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't. No, I can't access my. Oh, you are. Hello? Testing microphone. Hello? Testing microphone. All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Can we please be seated? We want to start this event. Can we please be seated? All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure on behalf of the president of our council to welcome every one of us to the first members evening in 2026. I'd like to inform you that the president, the 23rd president of our council, the third female president of our council, is already seated here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and honor to introduce our president, the top female president of our council, the honorary citizen of Evo Kingdom, River State, Mrs. Ekoma Ezibe, FCIB. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Ezibe. You're welcome, ma. Ladies and gentlemen, the deputy president of our council is also here. Incidentally, she's also a female, but not yet an honorary citizen of River State. But very soon, very soon. Permit me to introduce to you Mrs. Olufunke Adenusi, MNI, FCIB. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, it is also my pleasure to inform you that the vice president of our council is here also, already seated at this other side of the table. Mr. Oluwarotimi Adewale, FCIB. Mr. Rotimi, you're welcome, sir. I am so delighted to inform you that one of our foremost past presidents is here this evening. It is my pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, CON, FCIB. You're welcome, sir. Success without successor is equal to failure. When you have successor, you are proud of your successor. Every event your successor owns, you will be there. I am delighted to inform you that the first female president of our council is also here this evening to see how the third female president will anchor tonight's evening. And I'm assuring you, ma, that you will not be disappointed today. Permit me to welcome Barrister Laide Oshijo, FCIDA, FCIB. You're welcome, ma. Ladies and gentlemen, it is also my pleasure to inform you that the immediate past president of our council is here, the prince himself, Prince Babatunde Adeleke Ogutade, FIIN, FCIB. You're welcome, sir. Please put your hands together for Prince Adeleke. All right, we have in our midst this evening the honorary auditor of our council, Mr. Ayo Akonde, FCIB. Mr. Ayo Akonde, you're welcome, sir. Seated right beside the honorary auditor is the honorary treasurer, Mazi Shijioke Nwafo, FCIB. Ladies and gentlemen, I will like to inform you that the executive secretary and the CEO of our council is also in the house this evening. Permit me to introduce and welcome Mr. Temitokbe Adaramola, MNIPR, FCIB. Please put your hands together for Mr. Adaramola. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the host of this evening They are already seated. Leading the team to this place tonight is the Managing Director, CEO of Enterprise Life Assurance, Mr. Nelson Akerele. Mr. Nelson, you're welcome. All right. I'd like to inform you also that Mrs. Jadesola Olorunrinu, the ED Technical, is also here. You're welcome. For recognition purpose, permit me to introduce Mr. Bola Runduro Saliu, GM Retail. Mr. Francis Akoto Yenishi, Executive Strategic Advisor. Mr. Emmanuel Austin, Ed Group Distribution, is also here. Mr. Kevin Jechi, CFO, is also here. Mr. Godwin Udom, Head Compliance. Mr. Eric Idunbaido, Head of Sales. Mr. Olubukola Onibiyo, Head of Technical. Mr. Catherine Ojuku, HR Business Partner. Mr. Oluwafemi Akinlade, Head Risk and Compliance. And Mr. Monday Obodo, Internal Auditor. You are all welcome for this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to inform you that we have a lot of our governing board members and area committee chairmen already seated here. For the sake of time, permit me to give them collective recognition. Can you please, all our distinguished board members and area committee chairmen, can you please rise for recognition? Can you please rise for recognition? I welcome you all. Thank you so much. All right. Can you please rise for opening prayer?
Let us pray. In the name of the most merciful God, the most beneficent, we want to thank you for this occasion. We thank you for being with us. It's a new year. We thank you for everything you've been doing for us, and we pray that you continue to be with us, guide us, protect us as individuals, protect our family, give us the wherewithal in each and our respective organization. We remember Enterprise Life at this moment, that you be with them. Whatever they have planned to do for the year, give them the enablement, and they will be able to achieve it. And give the brokers the enablement to enable us to be able to achieve all this, so that we can support them the better. In the name of the most merciful God, I've prayed. Amen.
Thank you, Ma. Can we please be seated? Please join me as I welcome the 23rd President of our Council for our address, Mrs. Ekoma Ezibe, FCIB. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Ezibe.
The 10th President of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, Ashiwaji Dr. Michael Olaoleko, the 16th President of the NCRIB and the first female President, Barrister Mrs. Laide Oshijo, the 22nd President of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, our immediate past President, Prince Babatunde Ogutade, my dear DP, my VP, ES, distinguished board members, honorary treasurer, honorary auditor, all the other board members, including our immediate past president of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, Mr. Nelson Akerele, the never-tiring, amiable Managing Director, CEO of Enterprise Life Insurance, and your team, distinguished members of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm not going to speak for too long. I'm not going to speak for long even. I have had this platform since my investiture. I've had several opportunities to speak to you, and in all of those opportunities, I had spoken at length, and I believe that you know where we are headed to. We, being all of us at the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, we are headed towards one insurance industry, fully headed, not just us, other arms of the Nigerian insurance industry as well. And we, as brokers, have the responsibility to deepen insurance penetration, being the largest insurance distribution network in Nigeria. And so we are going to achieve that. We are poised to achieve that. And I've already told you what we have in mind. Very soon, our distinguished CEO will be sending out notices on all our platforms for those who are interested in the pilot scheme in Abia State, the brokers that are interested to start signifying their interest. We'll be rolling out the modalities stage by stage on our platforms. But for now, he will be calling for those who are interested, the companies that are interested, to signify that. I call on all of us to take advantage of that. And we will continue to go from one place to the other. When we have entrenched in one area, we will move to the next. We will continue to do that, not just to spread the gospel of insurance, but also to dig out those businesses wherever they are, to place at the doorstep of the underwriters. It is our duty to lead the market in procurement of businesses. That is our core mandate. That is the core mandate that our founding fathers and successive past presidents of the NCRIB expect that each sitting president will shepherd us towards achieving. And so, in the One Insurance Industry agenda, we're also going to have underwriters. We're going to extend handshakes with them, those of them that are interested in moving with us on the train of one insurance industry as we go from one part of Nigeria to the other. Our dear members, there is a reform, as we know, going on in the industry, and therefore we must be very well ready, to embark on this reform with our regulator, to embark on this reform with our dear President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, so that we can take our rightful place in deepening what insurance brings to the gross domestic product of our economy. It is going to happen, definitely, and it is starting from this year, 2026. And we know that God is on our side. We know that we also have the ability to make this to happen. And so, you will bring out your time, you will bring out your mind, and go with me and my team and the rest of the governing board members on this journey that will definitely, by God's grace, lead us to the $1 trillion economy. And by the time we realize this as a nation, the insurance industry will be counted as playing a very important role towards this achievement. And as I said, we will be rolling out segmentally. And so that is the much I can say for now regarding us as insurance brokers. But today is majorly about a company that takes pride in doing things together with the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, a company that we have identified as one of the friends of insurance brokers, a company that in associating with us expects also that we will play our part and give them businesses so that they will have value for the association. And to that extent, we say to you, Mr. Nelson Akarele, the Managing Director, CEO of Enterprise Life Insurance, you and your team, you are very much welcome to the NCRIB once more. You are not a stranger here, you are our friend. And that is why you are seeing some of the respected past presidents of our council and our governing board members here to listen to what you and your team came to tell us today. We will continue to wish you well and expect that the relationship will continue to grow from strength to strength. Thank you very much, my dear distinguished past presidents, for not only being at the board meeting today, for also finding the time out of your very busy schedule to be here with us to welcome Enterprise Life. And may God continue to grant you good health, sustenance in your various businesses. And please continue to be with us. You are our mascots. And so we like to show you off. Thank you for being here today. Thank you, everyone. Good evening.
Thank you, Madam President. May I invite the Executive Secretary of our council, Mr. Tope Adramola. Please, let's put our hands together for Mr. Adramola.
Thank you very much, the Head of Corporate Communications of our council. Madam President, thank you very much for making this evening a reality. Deputy President, Vice President, may I also respectfully appreciate the esteemed presence of one of the most ebullient, warm, charming, handsome managing directors of an underwriting firm that we have in Nigeria, Mr. Nelson Akarele. Mr. Akarele, thank you very much. I'm not sure anyone is here who is able to fault those adjectives that I used on him. It's very ebullient. It greets you with life. So when you sell life and you too, you have life, marketing becomes easy. So Mr. Akarele, ever since I knew him, has always been a man that has good life. And he's also very, very ebullient. Yes, he's selling good life. And is also very handsome. I usually wish that I was a lady looking for a man to marry. Maybe I will marry him and then I will pay him the groom price. Not the bride price, the groom price. The ED Finance, thank you very much, madam. You have always remained a very good company. I'm to give an update of what the council has been doing on your behalf, which is a very good innovation from us. But before I do that, Madam President has allowed that one of the cardinal focus of the NCRIB is to populate the council with as many solid professionals, truly qualified as possible. And we are doing this in alignment with the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, because come 2027, there is no one that will parade himself or hold himself forth as a broker without having gone through the grills of CRIN certification. But ever since we started this process of examination or training people for CRN examination, we have had the honor and privilege of having some esteemed members taking it upon themselves to unselfishly sponsor those programs. And we felt that if there is any avenue to appreciate them, it should be here quickly. So, Madam President, if you don't mind, we are appreciating some of those who have been unselfless in making sure that they assist the secretariat to pay for the CIN training that we've been having prior to their examination. And the first in the pack is our esteemed first female president of our council. She was the first to say, "Don't worry, if it is money, I will give you." And she gave us the first tranche to ensure that we have it. I respectfully would invite the third female president of our council to present this plaque to the first female president of our council.
And I know that the second female president is with us here in spirit as I present this, as I have the honor to present this to our 16th president, the first female who, after 49 years, broke the glass ceiling and made it possible for those of us to come after her and the many more that will come by God's grace. And so, dear past president, the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers Appreciation Award is being presented to you today in appreciation of your selfless commitment to the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, particularly your sponsorship of the CIN Insurance Broking Tutorial Program, April 2025 Diet. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you so much. Madam President, please don't go, ma. We equally have one gentleman who is also a gentleman associate. He is Mr. Raymond Akalonu, ACIB. He has also supported us by way of monetary backing.
Thank you very much, Raymond. Thank you. And it's also my immense pleasure to present to you on behalf of our dear council this appreciation award in appreciation of your selfless commitment to the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, particularly your sponsorship of the CIN Insurance Broking Tutorial Program for the April 2026 Diet. Thank you very much. Thanks to you and thanks to Umbrella Insurance Brokers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam President. Thank you, Mr. Akalonu. Please let me also quickly note that, please, Ma, you can sit down. Let me note that these other eminent members are yet to arrive. Maybe they are thinking that we'll stay here longer than necessary today. I have Mr. Adebayo Jones. Please, a round of applause for him in his absentia. I have Mr. Adedayo Adeni FCIB. A round of applause for him in absentia. And Mr. Moses Oyerinde. A round of for him in absentia. Well, the cost, if you also want to belong to the eminent group, the cost as at the last count was 300,000. So I know it's something you can do. You can do it to entrench yourself on the annals, in the annals of our council. So thank you so much. My report is very simple. I'm just to thank you very much, Madam President, because you've really spoken to some of the issues that I would have loved to bring to the notice of our members. Number one, we have in our council a very strategic committee known as the help desk. The help desk is supposed to be an intercessory organ of our council, whereby issues that bothers our members, that they don't have the courage to present, particularly to NICOM, is brought to us. The help desk has been very, very active. in resolving even conflict among members of the council without allowing for their escalation. And specifically in recent time, we have had a lot of complaints, a lot of fears and agitation by some of our members with regards to compliance with conditions for their licensing by NICOM. And significantly, many of them have come with the issue of NICOM asking them to go and make payments, particularly with regards to the professional indemnity for 5 years. Some of them felt that the cost was quite huge and they couldn't afford it. Some even operated from the point of ignorance. And at every point that they come to us, what we always tell them is, whatever issue that you have with NICOM, one of the essence of your belonging to the NCRIB is for you to take your complaints to us. It's just like the story of the man in the Molue who sells cough medicine. Anytime he goes out into Molue, don't ask me whether I enter Molue or not. And he coughs. He will tell you, all your problem is actually my job. I'm here to cure your cough, so don't pity me. Don't pity the NCRIB, especially at this time when issues of regulation is coming from NICOM. Issues of NIRA and its compliance is coming from NICOM. Always approach the NCRIB. We have a very strong help desk, and I've had cause to interact with the current leadership of NICOM on behalf of members, and the reception has been wonderful. We have a new crop of leadership in NICOM that is quite receptive, quite cooperative, and very supportive of our cause. So please, I want us to know that in whatever dimension that we find us challenged. Number two is that the NCRIB will like to underscore the fact that the reason why we are professionals here is because the public remits to us the superior knowledge when it comes to insurance operation from A to Z. And one of the areas where our professional competencies are going to be tested is in the area of NIRA. We are to encourage you to please get to the groove to know what NIRA itself is all about, so that you can know the provisions thereof, you can know the compliance clauses that are required, and so that on your own, you'll be able to market effectively, you'll be able to educate people who come to you, and when it comes to compliance, you will not have to bother yourself or bother us all the time. But in case you observe that there are areas of NIRA that you think is quite unclear to you, that's why you have very eminent members of our management who are also seasoned in their own right to provide with you technical details. I've had cause to tell members that there are times that when you may have operational problems, the secretariat may not be able to help you immediately on some operational problems. That's why you are on the NCRIB platform. Put it on the platform. Do I have anybody suffering from this? Do I have anybody who has already gone through this? How did you go through it? And oftentimes you will bear me witness that that problem is solved from you. Because we are administrators and intercessors here. We are not operational people. So please maximize the advantage of the platform and know the rules of the platform too, so that you are not on professional platform and there you are throwing gists about who becomes president, who is not president, and how somebody who a girlfriend and so on. We will delist you from there. So please know the rules of those platforms for those that are just joining. Another thing that we have to quickly bring to you that concerns some of our committee is the fact that members are admonished to please monitor the recapitalization process. Don't say because we are not to recapitalize. It is underwriters. But bear in mind that whatever affects the underwriters even affects you more. You are even more vicariously liable for the type of advice you give if you advise somebody that go and put your money here and the money goes down to a company that eventually is not recapitalized. You can be sued, and that will create some problems for you. So please, our committees have come strongly to ask me to advise you that you should monitor the recapitalization process, do your due diligence on your own, ask questions, and then do your probing. So I think that's about that. And by way of information, I'm to tell you before I close that this year's BIBA conference is coming up. And some of you may be asking, what is in BIBA? Why are they always talking about BIBA? BIBA happened to have been one of the platforms for international exposure for our members. The Yorubas will say, "To ba de koko baba ẹlòmíì rí, o lè sọ pé oko baba tiẹ̀ ló dáa jù." What it interprets to is that if you have not been to another person's farm, you cannot conclude that your own father's farm is the biggest. And more so, BIBA, we are an associate of BIBA. Those who have gone to BIBA will testify to you that their horizon of operation has been grossly broadened. So BIBA is coming up from 10 to 15 May, as well as an addition, which is a pep-up. That's the Aeon training coming in London. From London, you move to Manchester, where we have the BIBA conference. And to let you know how important and renowned you are, the CEO of BIBA, for the first time, visited the first black nation, and that black nation happened to be Nigeria. He visited us last year and had very good impression about you. I thought you would put your hands together for yourselves. Let me use this opportunity on behalf of the president, since he is still eminently seated, and by virtue of institutional history, I appreciate Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale, who was the first person that took NCRIB to BIBA under his tenure as the 10th president of our council. Please, can we honor him? Thank you very much, sir. And of course, we have the CEO's retreat. The beauty of this year's CEO retreat is that for the first time, you have a sitting governor of a state saying that, bring your retreat to me. And that governor happens to be Governor Alex Oti of Abia State. I thought you would give a round of applause for me. So don't ask me what you are going to eat, what you are going to drink, how your knowledge will be enhanced. Leave it to us, and as we also hang it partly on the neck of the governor, who has accepted to host us as we are, and even better than what we have. So please prepare yourself from 1st of June to 4th of June to have a full time in Abia State. I was in Abia State 3 weeks ago, and honestly, I felt I should not come back to your Lagos again. So that's to tell you the ambience of peace and tranquility that persists in that place. So whatever nauseous impression you have about, there's something, so there's nothing, absolutely nothing. Up till the night we were there, and the whole place is very groovy. So we are going to be taking that and talking more to you about it. Let me not take much of your time anymore. When there are more information, I remain for you. My office is open to every member. My telephone number is open. My email is open, both the official email and the unofficial email. Some people, finally, they pardon me. You know, I always like to make people relax with my jokes. Then they say, talk with Janet. They start wondering whether I'm a beautiful girl. But the day they see me, they get disappointed when they see my face, that is actually one very inky dark gentleman that we cannot take anywhere. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. So thank you very much as you have listened and taken to our advice. God bless you.
Thank you so much, our beloved Executive Secretary. Thank you so much for that. Please, before the next, I'd like to use this opportunity also to join my voice to those that have appreciated the first female president for sponsoring that event, the tutorial. I am happy to inform you, madam, one of the beneficiaries. And I just remember that I have distinction in that course. Distinction, not pass. Distinction. And our lecturer is the immediate past president of CIA, and I enjoy it. We appreciate you, man. I think some of us are here also. I think we really appreciate you. We appreciate you. I can't say more than that. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, we go to the next item, which is some few minutes of lecture on how to turn Naira to Naira in a jiffy. So may I invite the representative of Enterprise Life Assurance to do justice to this topic. Are they ready? Enterprise Life Assurance. So if they are not ready, may I invite the... All right. Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. And my name is Nelson Akirili. Enterprise Life Nigeria is here. Before I go into the little things we have for the house, I just needed to just express my appreciation over the kind of mood I've seen here since I came into the premises of NCRIB. Peace and tranquility is the only atmosphere where real development can flow and thrive. And the ambience here at the NCRIB is a cause for a wonderful celebration for every member that is associated here. I'm saying these from the depth of my heart because I can see history making itself. Where the very old, those who have started the business, legends in their own, in their own field, are here with us. Those who have also been able to track the progress of NCRB over time up till now are also here with us. So that's a wonderful thing. No other environment can have this spark like this. So that's a good appreciation. I'll start by expressing appreciation to the President and Chairman Governing Council, Mrs. Ekoma Ezebe, FCIB, for this honor. Madam, I thank you so much. Your Deputy President, Madam Funke Adenusi. Pleasure, Madam. And the Vice President, Mr. Luwarotimi Adewale. I hope I got your name correctly. Pleasure, sir. Pleasure, sir. Thank you. And I also want to recognize our own immediate past president and the person of Prince Babatunde Oguntade, FCIB. The last time we had this session was sometimes in Turkey, where I had the opportunity of talking in the forum that you put together. Thank you so very much for taking us to Istanbul. It was a wonderful event. It went very, very well. I can still remember very well those experiences we shared. Also here present is our own Dr. Luwale Cole, past president. You're welcome, sir. Pleasure, sir. Nice having you around. Also, I need to acknowledge the very first female president of NCRB, Barrister Laide Oshijo. Thank you so very much, madam, for honoring our presence this afternoon. And my appreciation goes to all our HESCO members here present, the treasurer, and in no particular order, everyone that is an office bearer. And last but not the least is my very, very good friend, the executive secretary, NCRIB. The person I call my brother, close, and Tokwe Adaramola, that's the name. Thank you so much, ES,
for this honor. So I bring you greetings from Enterprise Life Nigeria. And not here alone, representing staff and management. I'm here with my team, all my colleagues from Enterprise Life Nigeria. Please, if you are here, I want to see you, starting from Jade Sola, our ED Tech, and Francis, Executive Strategy, GM Distribution, Kelvin, the CFO, Austin, our Head Group Distribution, Dele, head BTS. Start asking what does that mean. We don't call it IT. Business Technology Solution. He's also here with us, present. Also with us, Chief Compliance, Godwin. I hope you're around somewhere. I can see you. Yeah, I see your hands there. Femi, our Chief Risk Officer. Femi, where are you? Okay, thank you. Monday, our Head Internal Audit. Is he here? Monday, thank you. Bukola, Head of Technical, where are you? Okay, I can see your hand. Catherine, Head HR Business Partner, I can see you right there. And of course, all our esteemed BMs, branch managers, life managers, our LPs here present. Thank you so very much for making this with me. It's indeed an honor to be here, the NCRIB. It's a time for us to share our thoughts together. Of course, trying to know a little bit more about our history over time, the reason why we are here, to unveil the NIRA, as it were, put it together and see to what level we could, as a group, start benefiting even right now while we are seeing the implementation of NIRA. But quickly, I want to show the journey where we started by showing just a small clip that introduced Enterprise Life into the Nigerian market. I don't know if the clip is ready. Can we go?
It's here with Enterprise Life Assurance. Our decades of experience in the West African markets will help you achieve your dreams with peace of mind. Visit www.enterprisegroup.io/NG or call 0700 Enterprise to know more. Enterprise Life, your advantage.
Thank you so much. An enterprise, when we say enterprise, there's a way we respond. Enterprise. Thank you. Enterprise Life Assurance Nigeria Limited, best known as ELN. We commenced business in Nigeria in 2021. In actual fact, next month will be our 5th year anniversary in Nigeria. Our company is a subsidiary of the Enterprise Group in Accra, Ghana. We started business in 1924. Incidentally, that was the old Royal Exchange Ghana that eventually metamorphosed into Enterprise. So over 25 years we've spent in the life insurance business. The life insurance business was started in 2020. We have originally been a general business, but in 2020 we also veered into life insurance to provide affordable, innovative, need-based, fit-for-purpose life insurance solution to a whole lot of the community in Accra, and as by extension to Gambia. The Gambia operation started in 2012 and then Nigeria in 2021. But what's our mandate? Our mandate is to safeguard the aspiration of individuals and business across the country. We hold pride to say a lot about the promise we hold to the industry, and is anchored on our vision and our mission. Our vision: in all our markets, our pedigree will be recognized, our strength respected, our expertise valued by all who sought a desired advantage in life. Our mission: we provide all who come into contact with us their desired advantage because we are the best at what we do. We also hang all these on our core values. We don't take this for granted. Our core values: friendliness, professionalism, trust, excellence, and reliability. As we journey into these terrain, we had a cause for a baton change. Last year, May precisely, the baton changed at Enterprise. And effectively, I came on board as MD CEO, but the same advantage continues, even under a new leadership. Now, taking us through insurance through the national lens, we see a country that is vibrant. Our economy is very vibrant, and we're adding the plus to it. We're not perfect, but we know this is a vibrant economy. We've also noticed, too, that the insurance penetration is low, below 1%. That shows a significant opportunity for growth. A lot of businesses across the world always look at Nigeria as a place where they need to have a presence. And sometimes I ask, why does that flow like that? And it's very easy, it's not far-fetched. The reason is because of our population. Our population is heavy. And for insurance to thrive, insurance anchors its relevance on the law of what? Large numbers. And that's why the business will continue to come here. Now, the Nigerian context and socio-economic realities are obvious to every one of us. The penetration of insurance is very low, as I had said. The macro environment includes a lot of issues. Inflation is stepping down now from the last, of course, is an in and out thing. So we continue to watch that, but it's getting low. The last count is about around 15% or thereabout. So our currency volatility is obvious there because of the exchange. It's getting about better. We could do better. I think as at the last watch, it's about 1,300 or thereabout to $1. This is moving from the 1,900 at the time. It's coming down gradually. Hopefully, that could be maintained. The customer is also key because the issue of competition is there. And of course, we have a lot to do with regulatory pressure. And that goes into the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Act, NIRA 2025. Changing regulation, issue of capital was touched there in that regulation. Issue of tech adoption was also very important. It was touched there. One major thing that NIRA says was the issue of consumer protection. Consumer protection. That is critical because there's a whole lot to do with the trust deficit our industry has out there in the market. NIRA has come to try to fix that. So that issue is also an important angle. The regulator is focusing on that. And then the expectation of the customer is also so much. Given urbanization that we know, the digital adoption, and the fact that there's a whole lot of youth, the demography of the youth. The population of the youth by our population from statistics is over 60%. What that shows to every one of us is that there's a lot of potential in that demography of the youth. Now, the current insurance roadblock, as it were, we have the usual traditional distribution channels, Um, People don't really see insurance as part of the financial inclusion. The issue of pricing, critical for us, and the issue of risk profiling. Those are very important things that we see that are current within the insurance sphere. And the issue of lack of personalized support is also important. And the low level of trust. Trust, as we know, is the bedrock of any institution. Like you see in our core value, trust became a major issue. For our industry, trust is what we needed to fix very well. Both for the insurance practitioners, across underwriters, brokers, and even the regulator. Now, let's go into the crux of the matter, which is the NIRA itself. Now, this offers a high level of concern if you look at it from this side on the regulation. How do we navigate this terrain? NIRA has not come in to remove the job from us. NIRA has come in to provide opportunities for every one of us. And I think clearly those are the areas we should start connecting into that provision. Now, NIRA has brought in higher compliance. Now, the professional indemnity cover, used to be 10 million. Now, NIRA has said it should be 100 million. That's a lot of cost. There's also the level of stricter compliance in terms of reporting that is required. The market volatility, like I said, inflation, it hits into the disposable income of the population, so that insurance becomes a critical thing for us to push on. It's a hard sell, as it were. And also the level of competition. Everybody is vying for the next NIRA that is available. But in all this, what do we benefit? Now, NIRA is not a challenge, it's an opportunity. What I've tried to put together here is the key highlights, which we are all familiar with on the NIRA 2025. The Act says clearly about so many provisions. I will just summarize. The first one here is the issue of composite insurance. There's no longer a composite insurance from the Act, but the Act gives a window of 5 years so that you, as an underwriter who is a composite underwriter, would need to then decide what line of business you want to push in. Are you going to do life, or you're going to do non-life? So that positioning has already started as we speak. The capital requirement, of course, 10 billion for life, from 2 billion to 10, for general business from 3 billion to 15, and of course, the reinsurance 35 billion by NIRA. Now, the other key aspect of NIRA is the issue of compulsory insurance. That's made it mandatory for some classes of insurances to be on ground. My count, about 11 of them. That brings out that level of opportunity for the industry, both for brokers and underwriters alike. One critical aspect of NIRA is the aspect of digitalization. Digital first. Now, it's not mandatory for us as practitioners to digitalize our operation, from beginning of onboarding of our client right to the point where claim gets settled. Digital. And that is the watchword across, from underwriting to claims. The other part of NIRA that needs to be mentioned here is the issue of the strict penalty for delay. Zero tolerance regarding claim settlement now. As soon as claims are notified and they are well documented, they are expected to be paid within a short period of time. Valid claim. So claims must be paid fast. The other part, like I mentioned in NIRA, is the issue of the customer protection. The policyholders protection fund has been created. Of course, underwriters are expected to pay a bit of a premium to fund that, put together that fund. It's just akin to what we have with the bank with NDIC. Now, what that provision has done is to ensure that that trust that seemingly has been a major concern from for the industry is coming gradually to bear. Where clients out there will know that if anything happens to any underwriter, there's a cushion, there's a buffer. Your policy would just still come back because there's a protection against failure of any underwriter. Of course, the issue of the ECOWAS brand card across border is also a point that NIRA has come to push. That boosts the regional integration that we're talking about. Then, lastly, the issue of penalty for unlicensed intermediary. This is very, very important. The law has taken a very strong hold on that. Particularly, not only brokers, agents must be licensed very well. So that level of intermediation will be what the regulator has seen through that will help the industry to push forward. But those are the details, generally. But how do the NIRA provision affect us as brokers directly? I'd mentioned it. Professional indemnity cover is now mandatory. The minimum is 100 million or 50% of annual turnover, whichever is higher. That is meant to strengthen the broker's credibility out there. So that is a major plus for the broking world, for the broking industry.
I'm in a class on the phone.
The other part is the policyholder protection. Now, this is strict adherence in terms of ethics, in terms of transparency, to ensure that the client is always protected at all times. This gives a special provision for the policyholder so that level of protection is covered. This is also a plus for brokers to see that it is the core of the insurance industry, to see that the policyholders are well covered, so that if there's anything that happened to the policyholders, you know you are protected. What it means is that if you for any reason issue or give a directive to a client on a placement of a business, and that business goes into a wrong insurance company that goes on that policyholder protection fund is a succor for them. The issue of market conduct and ethics, very, very important. Brokers are ambassadors of the industry. So that also gives us a light to ensure that we are more disciplined in the approach of how we carry on our business every day. There's no direct recap requirement for brokers. But the issue is this. It just shows that the brokers could better focus on service delivery, claims settlement, and advisory service that we do on a regular basis. And lastly, the issue of the regulatory compliance. Very important. This is also another provision that gives us more insight into how NICOM, the regulator, wants to see us function as brokers. So there's a stricter adherence for brokers to ensure that we comply all through. NIRA 2025 positions brokers as key custodians of professionalism, of ethics, and clients' protection in Nigerian evolving insurance landscape. Now, these are the general, majorly the general issues that affects and impacts insurance brokers. I mentioned the issue of the compulsory insurances, like group life and the likes. This just gives an open business opportunity. So while demanding stronger compliance, this opens up our business to a whole lot of opportunity across those 11 compulsory insurances. Market digitalization. Digitalization is one other aspect that NIRA has come to emphasize. Now, what it does is that it encourages insurtech to come into our business. It also encourages digital processing from the beginning of the onboarding of clients right to the point where there's a need for a claim. So digitalization is critical as the broker moves on. So the broker sales, in terms of customer delivery, claims and service process, it's also encouraging that NIRA sees that we as brokers need to comply and digitalize our operations. And lastly, on this slide is the issue of consolidation of all the laws. All the laws are coming together as one. The several laws are coming together under NIRA. That just enables us simplify compliance, ensure that our regulation in terms of having to follow through what the regulation says makes it a whole lot easier. It's a modern, framework or laws that needed much of our compliance as we move on. So these are generally some of the areas where NIRA comes in very strong for us as brokers. Now, to thrive in this new era, you will need a partner. You need a partner who not just is compliant, but is also a step ahead. How do we define that? We at Enterprise Life, we have changed the game digitally. What have we done? At commencement of business in 2021, of course, the 8 billion was the mark then, fully paid up share capital of 12.5 billion. And of course, the issue of recap to NICOM, we've already submitted that. And we are touching base with the minimum capital requirement. This company was set up from the beginning as a digital first company. Right from the onboarding of our client to claims payment, it's digital process all through. What we did when NIRA came on was to set up immediately internal NIRA compliance committee, so that at every point of NIRA, we ensure that there's compliance all through from beginning to the end. We are very observant on those issues regarding NIRA, and we have shown and demonstrated compliance all through from the beginning when that act was signed by Mr. President. Turning NIRA to Naira in a jet. Like I said, in all this, our compliance, our digital ecosystem, it will be meaningless if we can't also partner with you. Who else can we envision to be a partner on this? If not a company that has built up digital tools right from beginning when we set up our shop to start business in Nigeria, even up till now. So we believe strongly that we have provided the kind of opportunity for all our brokers to lash on and for us to partner together. The issue of distrust for ourselves within the insurance industry, I think it's a thing that we need to put aside completely. It's not in an era of coming together as a team. It's not an era of we working together to ensure that we foster the same objective. It's now an era of collaboration. No one person can do it. And that's why, Madam President, the effort you have made to push forward the one Nigerian insurance industry mantra really connects with Enterprise Life. We are there to provide that level of backup in terms of digitalization across. And that's why we are pleased to introduce to this house our platform that is specifically built for the brokers. We call it our Brokers Portal. This Brokers Portal is here launched and will desire to partner with all our insurance brokers in the country. This platform is powered by Enterprise Life and is available as a one platform, a one portal. You can access real time. Now, the platform allows you to onboard yourself as a broker with ease. It also allows you to generate quotes and proposal effortlessly. Cast your mind back to how banking used to be some many years back, where you have to, before you do a banking transaction, it's more like spending the entire whole day. In fact, I remember a particular comedian, I don't know whether it's alive, Ichoku, where you have to go practically with a mat. If you need to go to the bank, it's a whole day. In fact, you are going to sleep there. You go with your mat, and they did a whole lot of videos on that. Tally number, exactly. Tally one, tally red, tally blue. But fast forward to now, what has happened? There's a complete change, a complete transformation. And we start wondering, how did that transformation come about? There was digital adoption. There was digitalization across. Now, you don't necessarily need to go to a brick and mortar bank anymore. What happens? On your phone. I can't remember when last I went to the bank. All my transaction I can see from my phone. My comfort, my convenience, and speed to service. When the very first set of ATM machines came into this country, without sounding proud, I sold some of those ATM machines. Because then I was working with IBM Nigeria. And guess what happened to those ATM machines? Those ATM machines came in to solve a purpose, to solve a challenge, so that funds can be easily made available. But those ATM machines had problems then. They had problems because they were standalone machines. Those machines, you have to fill through the currency cassette at the back, Ncrib Naira notes. And you know how costly it is to run new Naira notes over and over and over again. They were online. So you have to go with a debit card, fill up the debit card with the amount through the bank. You still have to visit the bank. And then once it's exhausted, you go back to the bank for a refill. But fast forward, what has happened to that machine? It's not a machine that is connected to your bank account, real life, online. You are doing a transaction, you are getting it. You are getting the debit. You also have currencies recycled. Some will have the privilege of having new notes, but it's not all. Some ATM machine, you see the notes coming out, start wondering, is it coming from the bank? Is that not true? Because they worked on the technology. Same thing because of those digital adoption. The change has come for our industry. And the digitalization is what will make it real for us. So it's a complete mind shift. It's a complete shift of paradigm, where digital adoption becomes what will help us to take the business to the next level. The business we have around within the insurance industry is same business. What are the new business we are bringing out? What are the new opportunities we are bringing out? I talked about the issue of the 60% youth. Where is the youth going? Their lifestyle, are we going there? It's a cost to ponder for every one of us as insurance practitioner. The business is there, but we have to reach out to push out the business on what we want. They said invention is the necessity is the mother of invention. NIRA is coming at the right time, giving us those opportunities for all the 11 different businesses. If we are not doing the inclusive on the retail, we should start putting our eyes on it right now. Because beyond the corporate, the retail side of it on the individual is where the new big ball will start rolling. But who is there? Except the ones that have built up the kind of platform. We have been there from the beginning. We spent a lot to put our platform together. If you come to my office, you won't fill a form. We've digitalized that as well. That just shows the effort and the extent at which enterprise life will go to digitalize. And we are ready to support the industry across. And that's why we have given birth to these brokers portal, which we believe strongly has a haze within the insurance broking world. You can seamlessly register online your claims, real time. You can load your credit notes straight on. You can view all your transactions effortlessly. And of course, your NICOM ID. You can actually get a status update on all existing transactions. You can generate your reports yourself. Your customers can view online real-time their transaction as it unloads from your end. We have also our API ready for any broker who already have proprietary system they want us to connect with. The system is safe. The system is secure. In fact, it's the highest level of securitization. That is what that system is meant. And we paid for that. Just to encourage this business to say, we are ready to partner with you. Thank you. It's a day of innovation. It's a day of innovation. Now, apart from the brokers portal, which were specially made for brokers, we've also launched out our app called the Advantage Connect. Now, how does that app works? The app works like the Uber. When you want to book a hailing service, book a ride, what happens? You download first the app, and then you look out for any car hailing service around, and it connects. This app is built just like that, using geolocation. It's designed to create a new digital experience around insurance, built on the geolocation technology Uber for insurance industry. It makes interaction between customer. We don't call our guys agents, our life planner. I am me here standing with you. I'm the #1 life planner of Enterprise Life Nigeria. I'm an agent. So interaction between customer, our life planners, and enterprise makes it a whole lot quicker, easier, and very convenient. So prospective clients, even those already with us, can follow through their policy with ease. New customers can also onboard themselves in. They can get our life planners for advisory service. They can purchase any kind of product they desire on the platform with ease. This is done, it's being used for 2-3 years going. We've been doing a lot on that platform, and it has recorded a whole lot of growth for us. How does this work? Yeah, you visit Google or Apple Store, download search for Advantage Connect, you download the app, then you click on Life Planner. Now, the very first life planner, just like Uber, it connects you, the device connects you immediately to the available Uber driver closest to you. So this also connects you with the available life planner as close as possible to you. Now, that life planner now takes over this conversation at that point. It could arrange a meeting, it can offer advice, and then guide you through our self-service platform with ease. Of course, it can also move you into a video call and, a live chat. The life planner can practically browse you, giving a guide. It can actually go into it and then guide you through the platform, the app, so that it can tell you what you need to do at any point in time. The ecosystem creates a massive pipeline of educated, insurance-aware customers who are ready to engage. We are cultivating the market, and this is what Enterprise Life has done for the industry over this time. Our solutions are cut across, both for the retail and the corporate business. For our retail products, they are spread into two, the savings and the risk. Because of time, I don't want to go into each one of them, but they are loaded products. There are products that for the life cover. We have cover that can even insure up to 100 years. Right or wrong? Thank you. So all the issue of affinity groups on association, on clubs, and then they have issues with the issue of the age of each one of the participants. Please bring those business to Enterprise. In fact, that is even one of the most profitable business we have. Very true. Very true. Very true. Because once they reject, we build up the flow, and we build up the spread. Our family care plan. Please go visit there. It's interesting. Then for the corporate products, our corporate products without an exception. Yeah, we say it's group life, but it's group life with exceptions. We have those riders by the side. Permanent disability, of course, critical illness, spouse cover, group funeral cover. At Enterprise, I'm probably talking about the group, you have one of the biggest funeral services. Yes, we're alive. We talk about death with ease. Well, I tell you what, back to my home company in Accra, funeral is big business because there's a way it is planned well. And it's a good one. Transition, that's the name of the company. They are doing pretty well on that. So that cover, we are getting the whole lot of those riders that will flow along those lines. So for corporate and group life, also for the affinity group, I mentioned clubs, association, and the likes. For our credit life, mortgage protection loan, the overdraft facility, credit card, personal loan, Kima assurance loaded. With all the riders on job loss, critical illness, there are also some of the products that we have on our bouquet. The way forward, there are 3 words there: collaborate, embrace, and partner. To drive penetration, insurers and brokers must collaborate as a necessity in today's rapidly evolving insurance landscape. Brokers and underwriters, right? We have an opportunity too nearer to embrace this change that has come. But we are ready as Enterprise Life to partner with you through all the technologies we've been able to evolve, and I will believe we are well positioned to thrive in this new digital age. And before I leave, I want to leave you with a parting comment. The journey to success isn't about speed or quick dash. It's about consistency. It's about resilience. It's about the courage to keep moving. It can be overwhelming sometimes, but don't stop. Keep moving forward. Before I finally leave, I'll leave us with a quick demo on the broker's portal. It's just a 2 minutes demo. 2 minutes and we're done. I don't know if you're ready. This just takes us through how the broker's portal, how it functions. About 2 minutes, and then we'll wrap this up. Can that go, please? The broker's portal.
your password, and then you confirm your password. You click on sign up. Then it takes you back to the login page where you put your username, put your password, click on sign in.
Okay, I think you just take it all over again.
Then
So
you
I
see
start from
dashboard,
the
see
beginning.
policy, see group life, click on group life. Once you open the portal, you click on you put your Nikon broadcast code, RBC1110, it takes you to this page where you sign up by putting your email, phone number,
Okay, can you take it back again so that you just start from the beginning?
your password, and then you confirm your password.
Take it back, please. Sorry.
Once you open the portal, you click on you put your Nikon broadcast code, RBC1110, it takes you to this page where you sign up by putting your email, phone number, your password, and then you confirm your password. You click on sign up. Then it takes you back to the login page where you put your username, put your password, click on sign in. And then you see dashboard, you see policy, see group life, click on group life.
Okay, I think we'll
Go
need
to claims, click on claims.
Can you move further?
Click on the plus sign if you want to add the claim.
Move beyond that so that you
Risk
can see
mandates, coverage
see the
benefits,
QR code.
and then upload member Excel, download the Excel templates, upload additional documents if you want to, and then you click on create, and then next you go to finance, Life Nigeria, you see policy ledger also, you see your policy ledger. Now you can export to PDF or export to Excel in case you want to use this in-house to really derive data conclusions and all.
Even me
From this you also see the claims ledger, which you can also export to PDF.
Should be
and also
from the
export to
beginning
Excel.
so that it can flow. Can you just go to the next slide? That shows that shows the QR code. If you have a phone that can pick up your QR code, it will just take you directly to the broker's portal, and you can.
Once you open the portal,
can you move forward, please? Sorry. So, but what we are going to do, we already have demo sites all around here as we're present. You can also scan that code. I mean, it's all digital now. You can scan that QR code, and then it takes you straight onto the brokers portal. And then we can take you up on trying to reach out to any one of our companies here present who will need an additional info, who will need us to come and have a demo. We'll have close to about 20 brokers we're already working on right now as I speak. So it's like a first mover advantage. This is a platform and technology that is available. We spend, I don't want to go into the billions, but we spend this because we know this would determine who moves forward in this industry. So we are both to do that because we know that is the future for us and future for this industry. Madam Chair, Madam President, thank you so much for this privilege. We are indeed honored to be here. Thank you so very much. And like we say at Enterprise, I like to end at this level. It's an opportunity given to us to showcase ourselves and our brand. But like we do at Enterprise, when we have this kind of opportunity to come to an environment, we'll put our insignia as well. And guys, if your hands are not busy, there's a way we shine for NCRIB, for the president in council, and for all the past president here present, and of course for all the other members that are here. If your hands are not busy, please let's do the shine, 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 shine. Power, power, power. Eh? All right. You're welcome. Thank you so very much. Thank you. We're honored.
Another round of applause for Enterprise Live. I think with this, Mr. Next in Ncrib, we won't allow you to sit until the president presents this to you. May I invite our past president to join our president to present this to Enterprise Live.
Thank you very much, our dear past presidents. I know that time is really fast spent. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time. Our dear MD, Enterprise Live, Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers appreciates you, and I therefore, on our collective behalf, present this appreciation plaque in appreciation of your support, particularly for hosting the February 2026 edition of the Members' Evening of the NCRIB. Today, Tuesday, February 24, 2026. Thank you very much.
Done well.
You've really done well.
All right, I think Enterprise Live staff, I think we still stand up and do it for the past presidents who are here seated since the beginning of this program. All right, go ahead now. All right, thank you so much. All right. May I don't want the. All right, the picture with the management committee, the deputy president, the executive secretary. Honorary Treasurer, may I invite you, sir? Honorary Auditor, all right, while the picture session is going on, please, if you have any question, we're going to take like two, probably maybe one from here and one from this other side. Comments, question, endorsements. Can you please signify and let me recognize you? Comments. All right. One, and where's the second person? Can you please help me to give him Mr. Olawi? Can you please give him the microphone? Please just introduce yourself and go straight to the question.
Good evening, sirs and mass. My name is Said Omoniepe. I work with Crystal Trust Insurance Brokers. When the MD was taking us through the broker app, he spoke about life planner. What I want to ask now is, if I register as a broker on the portal, will I also be a life planner so that I can earn commission from anybody that downloads the app and I am closer to the person? Thank you.
Exactly. I mean, the thing is that part of insurance penetration that every practitioner should try and see the best you can do, expand it. So in our own way, that's our own concept. So as a broker, yes, you have the broker's portal. It's quite different from the Advantage Connect. The Advantage Connect is separate because it addresses you onboarding as a life planner. In fact, on that platform, we call all who have connected there connectors. So you are welcome to be a connector on that. There are individual and, of course, retail product that will sell. And, of course, the issue of commission and the other thing would take you through the process. And I want to also proudly say, for Enterprise Life, we are one company that made the issue of education and training and academy in itself very, very important. If you come in as a life planner, we don't allow you just go there. Not 1 day, not 2 days, not 2 weeks. You do a 20 days intensive program for us. So you are well baked. You understand the product very well, the psychology of selling, every other thing. You even do what we call OJT, on the job training. It's a complete business. It's a career that has been there, that some of our life planners who have been with us for long have taken that as their career for life, and they're earning. Some are even earning as close, even higher than the MD. You'll be surprised because of the level of their business flow. You can't put a seal on the level of the business you can, and you have your time. So you are encouraged to join that if that's what could interest you to move on. I don't know if, where's Duro or Eric has an additional also push on that. Fantastic, great. Thank you so much for that. So please come on board. Come be one of our life connectors. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. All right.
I'm Edwin Igbiti, Fortitude Insurance Broker. I have a testimony. As young as I am in the industry, and as a broker, Enterprise surprised me. And that's why I say it's a testimony. When the MD was speaking, actually he make reference to us to bring to them group life, notwithstanding age. That I have proof, and it's true. I gave them my oath. You know, that's why I say I'm too young. And we lost one of my mates. Suddenly, I was the one that sold the insurance to them. And I collect the death certificate, hoping to start begging Enterprise to pay because of our experience. I sent them the death certificate, and within 3 days, they paid direct. It was the treasurer who called me and said, insurance has paid. I said, that is how we normally do. And that is why I say, Enterprise make me tall and more respected. Whatsoever is telling you, I'm telling you up front, is true. You know I belong to the oldest, but I endorse hereby, it is hereby declare and agree that I hereby endorse Enterprise as an asset we can partner with.
Mr. Akerele, I think there is another language that you need to add to what you have been hearing. That is how we normally do. I think you heard it from him. He said that is how we normally do. So payment of claims within 2-3 days, that is how we normally do. Acceptance of businesses that others people thinks it is not acceptable, that is how we normally do. Satisfying brokers, especially, that is how we normally. Give it to me again, oh. Give it to me. Only 2 of you. Thank you, sir. Mr. Sorry, on a last note, I think if they sack me next year, I'm coming to your company. I've been hearing people call it Deleha. But I didn't look at that side. Okay. All right.
Thank you very much. My name is Oduolu Olufemi. Madam President, and all other members on the platform, I appreciate you. My big egbon, Mr. Kerele, thank you very much for coming around. We love you. You are a friend, you are a brother. And I can remember when we traveled to the other side the last 2 years, you did wonderfully well. Thank you for that, and we are still expecting you. Biba is coming. We must see at least 5 members of your company. Thank you very much. Yes, Enterprise Life, you must do a for me too. Thank you very much. Enterprise Life, you are doing very well. Sincerely speaking, my brother, my egbon, and my boss said, as young as he is in the industry, me as old as I am in the industry, I've tested, and I can tell you that Enterprise is a flexible company. When it comes to underwriting, give it to them. They are wonderful. When it comes to speed, give it to them. They are wonderful. And I can tell you the MD operates an open system, open door system. Anywhere, anytime, call on them, they are ready to attend to you. So I'm using this opportunity to endorse them. And I hereby, tell me that word. I hereby declare and agree that We should patronize enterprise life. Oh yeah, give me my A. Thank you very much. Please patronize enterprise life. Oh.
Madam President, ma'am, we want to go to the next item on agenda. But I must say that initially I was afraid that Mr. Femi Oduwole will not talk. Any company that hosts members evening that Mr. Femi Oduwole does not endorse, that company is a mess. But for you to have been endorsed this evening, you have the backings of all Lagos area committee. You have the backings of all other area committees in Nigeria. So it is on that note I'd like to invite the Vice President of our council, Mr. Oluwarotimi Mr. Oluwarotimi Adewole, for announcement.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am not going to go the route of LAC chairman and Dele. Madam President, I recognize you, the Deputy President, the CEO, our ES, the MD and the management of enterprise. Thank you so much for making our members' evening this fun. I'm not to take the vote of thanks, but to take the announcement. And sincerely, I want to thank the Secretariat for the new initiatives of briefing our members on what the Secretariat does for our members. And this announcement is also part of it. And I want us to take advantage of it and encourage even our own staff and other people that might want to go into the brokerage. Free tutorials, we saw when awards are given and plaques were given for those that have supported the brokers' examinations. And the free tutorials for all stages of insurance broking, CI exams, for the April 2026 diet commences on Monday, March 2nd. All interested candidates are enjoined to register using the registration link shared on our various WhatsApp and other social medias. Also, in a bid for us to be able to get better and keep serving you better, we expect a feedback on our programs. And one of it is today's members' evening. Please scan the QR code that takes you less than 40 seconds to fill for your feedback about today's event. And mostly also as an announcement is our CEO's retreat. Our CEO's retreat is very important. It gives us the opportunity to learn more from each other and for us to bring some together. And I also want to encourage that it's not only the CEOs that are encouraged to come. For the CEOs, yes, it's free because you are to attend the event of the council. But for successorship plans, it's also very important for you to bring your number 2 and possibly number 3 to attend the CEO's retreat as long as they are your top management staff. Details of registration for them, you can always get from the Secretariat. And please block your calendars for June. June 1st to 4th, tentatively, we are all going to Umuahia in Abia State. It's going to be a great CEO's retreat. Block it so that you don't think back and regret not attending it. Thank you very much once again, Madam President. Well, thank you so much for putting this together. Thank you.
May I invite the Deputy President, Mrs. Funke Adenusi MNI, for a vote of thanks.
Okay. Well, in line with what has been happening today, which has been exceptional, I hereby declare and agree that this has been the most exciting brokers' evening that I have witnessed in this NCRIB. It is most unusual that as at the close of the members' evening, we still have a full house. Thank you very much, everybody. On behalf of the president of the NCRIB, Mrs. Ekeoma Ezeibe, FCIB, the 23rd president, I want to say a very big thank you to the management, the MD and management of Enterprise Life for sponsoring our event. And even as I thank each and every one of us, members of the NCRIB, the council, the governing board, for participating in this members evening, which has been particularly exciting and beneficial. They have managed to combine the seriousness of the business of today with such joviality that we almost don't feel like going home. Once again, I say thank you for being here, for the patience, and for your contributions. It is our hope that we make this outing beneficial to Enterprise Life. Thank you very much. So help us God. Amen. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a wonderful day.
Shine. One insurance industry. Shine. Power. Power. You have done well.
For they are jolly good fellows, for they are jolly good fellows, for they are jolly good fellows. And so say all of us. And so say all of us. Hooray! And so say all of us. For they are jolly good fellows, for they are jolly good fellows, for they are fellows. And so say all of us. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Thank you so much. God bless you.